This investigation began as a referral from the Intelligence Community Inspector General in connection with Secretary Clinton's use of a personal email server during her time as Secretary of State. Now, I have so far used the singular term email server in describing the referral that began our investigation. It turns out to have been more complicated than that. Secretary Clinton used several different servers, and she also used numerous mobile devices from the group of 30,000 emails returned to the State Department in 2014. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received. 8 of those chains contained information that was top secret at the time they were sent. 36 of those chains contained secret information at the time. The lawyers doing the sorting for Secretary Clinton in 2014 did not individually read the content of all of her emails. It's also likely that there are other work-related emails that they did not produce to State and that we did not find elsewhere and that are now gone. We do assess that hostile actors gained access to the private commercial email accounts of people with whom Secretary Clinton was in regular contact from her personal account. She also used her personal email extensively while outside the United States, including sending and receiving work-related emails in the territory of sophisticated adversaries. Given that combination of factors, we assess it is possible that hostile actors gained access to Secretary Clinton's personal email account. Although there is evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. To be clear, this is not to suggest that in similar circumstances, a person who engaged in this activity would face no consequences. To the contrary, those individuals are often subject to security or administrative sanctions, but that's not what we're deciding now. As a result, although the Department of Justice makes final decisions on matters like this, we are expressing to Justice our view that no charges are appropriate in this case.
The special counsel said Biden's conduct, quote, presented serious risks to national security given the vulnerability of extraordinarily sensitive information to loss or compromise to America's adversaries.
It states, quote, he willfully retained and disclosed classified materials after he was vice president and as a private citizen. But based on the evidence, special counsel Robert Hur felt that once it got in front of a jury, if it went to trial, there would be circumstances of reasonable doubt.
They write that they considered that at trial, Mr. Biden would likely present himself to a jury, as he did during our interview of him, as a sympathetic, well-meaning, elderly man with a poor memory. And so that was part of the calculus, right? You know, how this would be received by a jury. Would there be an amount of reasonable doubt that, you know, a jury would say the president did not actually do anything criminally wrong here, which of course is what the president's team and he himself have said all along.
Down to the banana republic.